How's it going, guys? This is Tesla Joe. This is my first review of replica jerseys, and the site I was using was Jersey 55A, which is also known as OKDNY. And the first jersey I'm reviewing is a alternate powder blue Chargers jersey, Ryan Mathews number 24. Um, a little bit on the background about the site. Jersey 55A. It was a little complicated order. I ordered two jerseys and they turned out to be out of stock for quite a few. Another thing they pointed out is the jersey I ordered turned out to be the wrong jersey. I ordered 54 Melvin Ingram Chargers and they gave me a 54 Patriots jersey. That kind of ticked me off a little bit. So already they weren't starting off on a great start for a sale. But anyways, let me get to the review of the jersey because I actually think that the jersey is a pretty good quality, despite that the customer service was kind of off. Starting off, the initial overview of the jersey looks pretty good, pretty decent. That's why I still wanted to do the review because they actually got the jersey pretty good in my opinion. Starting off with the numbers. Numbers are really good, nice and pretty clean. Not too many frayeds or loose threads. There's a couple here and there, like you can see right there. But overall, I would say that they did a really good job on the numbers. The sewing, double stitched. It's not triple because it's the alternate blue, so it's just the gold and the navy blue. There's minor things like there might be some frayed threads here and there, but in general, looking at it overall, it is pretty nice. Numbers feel like matte. They're not the reflective, shiny type that you see on some jerseys. They're pretty centered on the overall jersey. I thought they did a good job there. Looking towards the collar, they got the flywire pretty nice too. I've seen ones where the threads come out of the actual screen printing, but this stays within. Reflects the Nike one pretty well. It has the rubberized NFL logo, and I like how it's centered. But if you look closely, there's a little splotches of paint here and here. The good thing is that it's reflective, like that. I think that's what they were trying to do. It looks like they painted it afterwards to get that glossy effect, which is a good idea, but when they didn't get everything exactly right, it kind of stands out a little bit. But from far away, I think that's pretty manageable. As far as the paint blotches, I could probably chip off some of those to get it a little more cleaner. And overall, if those paint blotches weren't there, I would say that it's a really good job on the NFL logo. The only other gripe I have about it is that it is stitched on, but it looks like they got a little lazy at the top. They missed one of the stitching parts and went across. They cut the shield right there, so minor defects, but from far away, I think that's reasonable. Let me see what else. They got the logos on the shoulders. They got the Nike jersey going the correct way on the right shoulder, which is opposite. On the left left shoulder, got the Nike emblem going the correct way. Take a look at the stitching job there. It's folded, but it's something you could iron back down. Pretty good job right there. And then moving on to the shoulders, this is probably the hardest part I've noticed for replica Charger jerseys. The hardest part is always getting the lightning bolt correct. Some of them have been too wide or too narrow, or sometimes they don't even get the stitching correct. Taking a look at these, they look like they did a really pretty job on them. Not too wide, not too thin. Double stitched navy blue and powder blue on the inside. Not connecting to the shoulders anywhere. Pretty good spacing, and it looks pretty centered. I think they did a really good job on this, and that's usually how you can determine if it's a replica or not. Most of the time, it'll stand out if the bolt isn't correct. Not many people, maybe the average guy wouldn't notice it, but someone who's seen a lot of these jerseys probably would point it out right away. Taking a look at the numbers on the shoulders, I think they did also a nice job here. You can see the quality of the stitching is pretty decent. Nothing, no loose threads on the shoulders. Well, I think there is a connected thread right there, but again, minor, fixable. Checking out the other side. Pretty much the same thing. 24. Connect thread right there, fixable. Take a look at the back side. Back looks pretty clean. I always focus mostly on the name tags. Name tapes are usually a quick way to have something defect stand out, but this one looks pretty nice. I like it. No connections. Stitching is really well done. Same goes for the numbers. Numbers on the back are a little bit better than the ones on the front. I don't think I see any loose ends at all. Pretty good job. Back, same thing. Making sure that the stitching is clean. Sometimes you might see the threads coming out, or sometimes this material will be sticking out on the ends that they didn't clip off correctly. Let's see, minor thread right here sticking out. I can trim that down. Oh, one thing I noticed right here, you can see the collar stitching. I thought it was a loose thread that might have got caught in, but it turns out it's actually from the collar inseam. You know how the jerseys have that collar in there? Looks like a piece of it got sucked in on the other side and sewn out. I'm gonna see if I can trim that down. It might stand out a little bit, but if I can fix that, I think it'll be worth it, especially for the price. The price for these were, I believe, only $22. It's not bad considering the job that they did. For those minor defects, I think it's pretty good trade-off. Okay, we'll flip it back over. One thing I forgot to cover was the jock tag, and I think they did a really good job on the jock tag too. You can see it's down here. I was told you want to check the positioning on the jersey, and this one looks like it's about 2 inches from the edge right there, which is a good spot. Looking at the quality of the jersey, or the jock tag, I like how dark it is. Most of them you've seen are a light gray, but this one is a dark gray. And you can tell that it's semi-reflective too, which is a good plus. That's what you want out of the jock tag. It's got the NFL logo, NFL players, size 40. Nike logo, looks pretty good. Corners are on there, stitched well. I like it. Now overall, I think that the jersey is pretty good. Nice and clean, not too obvious. Minor defects, but considering the price, I think the trade-off is pretty well. Now overall, my experience with the site, however, I think is kind of brings it down a little bit. If they got the order correct, I think that would have been pretty good. But since there was complications on stocking and an issue with giving me the wrong jersey, I don't know if you'd want to go through them again. But in my opinion, the jersey quality of this one was pretty well. Now, if they got my order right and the other jersey was good, I'd give them a vote. But as far as saving yourself time, you may want to consider the other sites. But as far as quality, I think they did a decent job. So those are two things to take into account if you're thinking about purchasing from this site, which is Jersey 555A, also known as OKDNY. Again, this is Tesla Joe. If you like it, leave comments. Preferred described. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks, guys.